Yes, another Monday morning. It's here, and it's time for us to serve you those topical, educational, interesting, um, yes, current affairs issues on the Citizens Forum, Daybreak Show, Rock City 101.9 FM. That's what we do this time of the day on the Daybreak Show. This morning we will be talking politics and of course largely through the week. Before now, so many Nigerians have said the real test of the managerial ability of the ruling party, All Progressive Congress, is when they begin to have elections, issues around elections primaries within their fold. And that appears to have come to the bear over the weekend as across the country, the World Congresses, which is the first step towards having a national ESCO, which eventually will translate to kingmakers for the real elections, February 2019. Well, different reports coming in says it's both up and down. There were reports of intimidation, harassment, complaint, threats in different areas, while some really had theirs peaceful. Yes, it happened in Ogun State, but this morning we will not be staying in Ogun State. We'll come to Ogun State during the week. But in Ekiti, where they had another major test, theirs is not just about the congresses of the party, it's about how to pick the candidate for the governorship election in a couple of weeks. Well, a real test indeed for the APC of how they can manage governance or government. Well, the verdict from some people is that they have failed. Well, while some will say it's work in progress because that primary election was stalemated. Not just stalemated, there were crises and reports of ballot snatches, hoodlums invading the arena, and the need for security men to be invited to handle situation. It's been postponed. A new date will be fixed for that election, but I don't not warlords really. The gladiators are complaining. 33 to be 33 candidates, saying that Ekiti, of course, is one of the small states in this country. For 33 candidates in just one political party, it is expected that you may not be able to run away from this kind of reports that we are getting. We will be in Ekiti to get some of the gladiators, let their complaints. We'll also be at the secretariat of the party to see how they intend to manage it. And extending this, how would this affect the chances of other elections or the planning of other elections from that political party ruling the country today? That's what we'll be looking at on the Citizens Forum. Dele Ayodo is my name.
And I am Tobi Joseph. A lot has been said about the botched primaries, what caused the fracas, and of course how a seemingly free, fair and peaceful process was truncated towards the end, which left delegates scampering for safety and of course trying to protect themselves. This happened under the watch of the chairman of the electoral committee and Nasarawa State Governor Alhaji Tanko Al-Makura, and of course security agents who many of us have seen the videos protected in quotes the thugs that actually smashed ballot boxes and scattered ballot papers. So one would begin to wonder who exactly were the security agents attached to, and how come they did not apprehend these thugs when they were doing this. Well, a lot has been said, accusations, like Dele said, counter allegations from Segun Oni's camp against Kayode Fayemi, a sitting minister, and of course from Babafemi Ojudu, who has actually given so many revelations as regards what transpired, especially the behind the scenes. He actually alleged that the Honorable Minister for Solid Minerals Development, former governor of Ekiti State, Kayode Fayemi, bribed delegates with 1 million naira each And of course, when he
Well,
saw that...
those are political allegations. That we'll try and get
those are allegations.
we'll
but
try
that's
and
what
get
I'm saying.
straight from those
those are the allegations. Afayemi have also said that it was the Ojuju and Oni camps that tried to disrupt the process. So this is normal. You begin to hear this, and then it might be lost on us the exact situation of things. And that is what we want to look at this morning on the show. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll try to reach out to all the camps. Hopefully, some have said they are still sleeping. Maybe they had meetings overnight. But of course, we'll be able to reach some of these representatives of the camps. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Ropo Ige, Honorable Ige, is the Director General of the Opeyemi Bamidele Campaign team. Honorable Ige, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
And welcome to Rock City 101.9 FM.
Thank you, and bless you.
All right. Honorable Ige, that primaries to produce a candidate was truncated. So quickly, first, let's get your own account of what happened before we move on.
Well, to God be the glory. I'm a two-time member of House of Representatives, so I was among the special delegates. That is the composition of which is former governors, former House of Rep members, and senators and
elected officers.
So I was among the special delegates. So I was quickly accredited, and by the time when the voting started, we were the first set of people to vote. But the chairman of the primary committee, the governor of Nasarawa State, said that and those of us who are delegates, that the moment we are called, once we cast our vote, we should ease ourselves out of the venue. So, and by the time I casted my vote, everything went on well, and even though some of the delegates, they made some observation at the early stage that when they felt the voting proper was to start, so some raised some observations that before voting should start, we should know the numbers of already accredited delegates. That the total numbers of is 2,618. Some had left the party, so it means that the 618 delegates were not fully accredited. So that observation was raised, and which we believe have been done even by the committee before somebody raised the objection. We raised the observation, and at the end of the day, we were told that the accredited number was up to 2,408 delegates, among which and some of the governors, some of the aspirants had not been accredited at that time, because among the governorship aspirants, we have some who are special delegates. That is, those of them who have been senators, those who have been to House of Representatives. So, which is the number was more than that 2,408. But in totality, we started the voting, and by the time I casted my vote, everything was very smooth, everything was orderly, and I left the venue, and I started telling people to get information from those who are still.
About what time? About what time was all this?
Yeah, it rained the day, and I think the voting proper started around. It should be maybe around between 1 and 2 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you now started calling people?
Yes, and what I gathered from some of my people is those who are delegates from my area was that that in the course of the voting, there were observations that there was like a business card, which was made by by one of the aspirants. A business card that card was given to some of those that they felt were their people. They gave those cards to them. That after voting, that those cards should be given to their agents. And one is to go by electoral law. On the election, nobody is expected to wear any cap that bears the symbol of any candidate. Nobody is expected to canvass anybody at this venue of voting. Nobody is expected to do anything that can mar the process or that is against the law that set up package. So I think, and again, we have many candidates, candidates, and we have all those candidate agents, all those assurance agents were there, and everybody, they had session before this primary, and most of these aspirants, they are just asked to the leadership of the party that what we want in Ekiti is not anything short of free and fair campaign. That if there is any attempt or there is any kind of rigging of any rigging sign in the process, that you will not be happy with what you did of the primary. So everybody was agitated. Everybody was apprehensive of the possibility of rigging election, because the fallout of the Ondo State had made everybody to be at alert. So the issue of maybe some people who could not maybe identify his candidate among the delegates. With me, some of them, they believe they are not educated. Some of them, they believe they could not really identify the person they wanted to vote for. But this issue of calling people to come and assist casting the vote, I think was one of those things that really
caused the problem. Now, Mr. Ige, was there any violation? Because you were trying to tell us, to remind us of what the Electoral Act says on election day, that there should be no display of any candidate's poster or anything, and there should be no canvas. Or did you see any violation of this at the venue?
Well, I think as like I told you that I casted my vote too early, but before we got in, I saw that card. Before God and man, I saw the card with some of the candidates. They showed
belonging to who? Who owns the card?
It belongs to one of the aspirants. He wrote on the card JKF.
JKF. That should be the initial of former governor John Opeyemi. Okay, there are allegations and counter allegations. Let us quickly look at some of these. There are allegations that one of the gentlemen who was on shirt and jean and had a cross bag that we saw in the video smashing the ballot box is a loyalist of your camp. What do you have to say about that?
Loyalists of our camp?
Yes.
The MOB camp.
Of whose camp?
MOB.
Camp?
Yes.
What is his name?
Well, I can't remember his name now, but he had a cross bag. He had a cross bag on.
A video.
Short, had white beards.
No, that cannot be true. That is far from truth. From the truth, because as far as I'm concerned, even among all the aspirants, they see our candidate as a gentleman, an easygoing person, and we are not violent. And in fact, this one is a news to me, because I've not had that from anybody here.
No,
okay, so which camp does it belong to?
I don't know. I don't even know the person. I don't know his name. I I don't even know him at all. I don't.
In the video, he was even escorted out of the venue by security agents. So how come is that powerful and he was not arrested?
We don't. What you are saying now that they said the person that Rovadu the ballot boss is in our camp. To me, it's a news about. That news is nobody has ever said that around here.
Okay. Mr. Ropo Ige. Mr. Ropo Ige. Where were the delegates camped?
Camped?
Yes.
We did not camp any delegates.
Okay, good. There are allegations from hold on. There are allegations from Babafemi Ojudu saying that the former governor, Opeyemi, camped some delegates in Igbarauke or War in Ondo State to be precise, and was giving them money.
Yes, candidates were camped.
But I just asked you earlier. You said you didn't. I asked you earlier. You said or you claimed nobody was camped.
No. I thought you asked me whether
you camped. Oh, okay.
We did not. I said in our own camp, in our own. We did not camp
any delegates. But you've also heard. That means you've heard about this story also.
Camping of some people at Igbarauke and
they were induced.
Some of the aspirants camped delegates. They brought luxurious buses to this place to maybe to convey those people, the delegates that decided to be camped, and they were camped outside the state, and they brought them early in the morning. It's a known fact to everybody in the state that some candidates camped some delegates.
Okay, now it's a bit tough for us to see how this is going to end. Predictions might be difficult now. What exactly is going to happen as of now? Are we going to see a situation whereby all the aspirants with these allegations going left and right are going to be able to unite, work together, and back a single a candidate when he emerges?
Well, going by my experience in politics,
yes,
I don't see all the candidates working together. Everybody has a vision, and everybody has his own vision as to what he wants to do if it becomes the flag bearer of the party. But as it is now, I want to believe that our party made mistake even at the early stage by allowing two people to contest for this election. There would have been nobody can screen anybody out, but it would have been a tougher guideline that would have reduced the numbers of people that contested for this position. But as it is, I want to believe that there is no problem without solution. No matter I'm going to propound solution to this problem, definitely there will still be solution. But as it is, I want to believe that the leadership of the party will have a role to play. The aspirants as an entity will have their own role to play, and the delegates as well will have their own role to play. And I want to believe that, it's a success. If invariably there is going to be a repeat of this primary, they should read a riot act to every candidate that no candidate in whatever capacity should have any delegate. Let them leave the delegate to their conscience. The candidates taking delegates out of the state is even a risk. So, but we don't know what the committee, we don't know what they are doing presently. But I want to believe that even some of the candidates are not even happy with the composition of the committee. So, and even some security agents, with the complaints of some people was that some of the security agents were compromised.
Mr. Ige, why do you think your people or some people are not happy with the composition of the committee?
No, It's not me. I don't know. I don't know the names of those who are in the. Some people said some of them at some of them at reach out to them to step down for some candidates. Are you with me? So, for example, you now, if maybe in the past you have reached out to me as an actor and you asked me to step down for somebody, and at the end of the day, I refuse to step down for that person. And now I find you at the venue of the primary playing a vital role. You know, it's normally human being what we are.
Okay.
I will be agitated that something wrong. You know.
Okay. Let's pick it up from there, Honorable Ige, Director General MOB campaign team. Are you insinuating that some people have visited your camp?
Not my camp.
To ask your candidate to step down?
No. But some of the aspirants, a particular aspirant, even if he was talking to his camp or to his own people, and when he was, immediately after that crisis, I learned all the aspirants were called, and some of them spoke out their mind and their reservation about the exercise. So, and whatever they say out of that, whatever they say, definitely filter into their camp, and from their camp too, they will start discussing it. So, this was one of those issues that were raised here.
Let me ask you, who is today, as we speak, or yesterday, or as we speak, who is the APC leader in Ekiti State, or who are the APC leaders in Ekiti State?
Well, APC leaders, we have elders group headed by a retired permanent secretary, Chief Akoshile from Ayodo, and the host of them. The composition is made of two representatives from each local government. They normally hold their meetings monthly, and I don't. But if we are to Ekiti State, I'm sorry, we don't have a decisive, strong leader like some states.
Okay, but what will have, Mr. Ige?
If we are to choose among all the former governors, I want to say that the Chief Olumilua,
Bamidele
our leader, from the former governor of Ondo State, is still alive. Me Adebayo is still alive. And Shegoni and Opeyemi that could have been part of the leadership team, they are aspirants as well.
Now that's why my next question will come, and that's why I had that first one. Now you are a two-time member of the House of Representatives, so naturally from politics you are a leader. And you've talked about Shegoni, a national officer of the party, former governor. Kayode Opeyemi, a national member of the National Executive Council, former governor. You've talked about Opeyemi Bamidele too, former member of the House of Representatives, candidate, and all these people. Femi Ojudo is there, senator, advisor. Why is it difficult? What?
Was a senator.
Exactly, Adeni is also there. So why do you have all of them? Why is the party putting all its eggs in one basket? Why is it difficult to have all these so-called who are supposed to be leaders choose a candidate outside themselves or a candidate within themselves?
Well, politics is about interest. There is no permanent friend, there is no permanent enemy in politics. Permanent interest. And what I think, regardless of where any leader belongs, the issue at stake has nothing to do with the polarization of the leadership of the party in terms of where everybody has a vested interest. But the major issue is the process of an election. I want to believe the process of this election is free and fair. Clean. I want to believe there will not be any issue. No doubt, if two people are contesting election, the two of them will know, have an issue that is only one person that will win the election. So 33 are in this way. The whole 33 will have known that one person will carry the day. What we are saying is that the process should be made open, to be transparent, should give a level playing ground for everybody without any favor to anybody. So I want to believe that the committee that handled this election maybe do enough to see this election clearly transparent. It's not the issue whether the leadership or all of us that are held one position or the other and are not position or that we cannot maybe produce one candidate. But the issue is the process. It's the process now that has problem. If the process has no problem, there would have been there wouldn't have been any agitation. There wouldn't have been any protest. There wouldn't have been any discord.
Now, Mr. Ige, this is going to be the last one from me. Your party, APC, is an opposition party in the Ekiti State.
Yes.
It is believed that the incumbent governor, Fayose, is very strong politically. Will you say your party have already lost that election from day one?
No. But whatever happens, the outcome of this crisis will go a long way having our faith in the next election. Before the general election, the primary election has a role to play in who wins the general election. And the truth of the matter is that, you see, parties should always go out on their own neutrally. Sample the opinion of people, the civil servant, the artisan, the Okada people. The danger in politics is that the president has one vote and Okada rather has one vote. So it's not a matter of whether I'm an elite or whether I'm educated or whether this or that. Even somebody who is insane and has voting card who has a vote that the bishop will cast. So, and we should not be too confident, particularly that we are not in government. We are not in government here. We are in the and we lost election before, and what will make us win election and have this government, our leadership must do it, so that we work out an arrangement that will that can win general election for us.
That's the question. The leadership, are they doing what will win an election from you? Because this is crisis from day one.
For what is happening now, what is happening is only reducing our chances. But we pray that we come out of this crisis. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
And I pray we come out of this crisis stronger. The issue now is what the outcome of this crisis, like I've said, will go a long way in determining our fate in the general election. Because those that the populace want to vote for are already on their lips. They are already saying it. We want to vote for you, but you must be careful. If you give us, we vote for you. If you give us a wrong candidate, we will vote for another party. They are saying it, and people are on the streets. The civil servant, everybody is saying it. So, and I want that our leadership too are quite aware of it. But I pray God assist us in this process so that we can produce a candidate that can win this election for us.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ropo Ige, the Honorable Ropo Ige, the Director General of Opeyemi Bamidele Campaign Organization.
Thank you very much.
We wish you all the best. I'm sure we'll have more time to discuss this as events unfold in Ekiti State. Hopefully, the primary will be rescheduled and then you'll have a peaceful one.
God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you too. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
You too.
All right, interesting from MOB. That's the one they call Michael Opeyemi Bamidele's camp. Let's try and get another camp quickly and see if they have a different view from what happens. Obviously, accusation and counter accusation, but so far it's directed at one person, the JFK camp. We'll try and get the JFK camp itself. We'll take this short break, try and establish contact. We'll be back. Producers are while they frantically try to get in touch with the other camps in the Ekiti, let's get you engaged in the discussion. You've heard the Director General of the Opeyemi Bamidele team in Ekiti, Ropo Ige. Well, if you listen to reports and what he said, all allegations appears to be going the direction of is it former now or minister for solid
yes, minister,
former governor of the state, John Coyote Fayemi JKF, not JFK.
JKF.
Yeah, JKF. All right, let's switch over to you while we are walk us through in the few minutes that we have this segment. Let's get your view. What are the implications of this, the chances of the party, and when you translate it to elsewhere where APC either ruling or trying to rule? In Ogun State, as we speak, there are more than 10 candidates for the party. Well, some people say that is still better than 33 aspirants in the Ekiti. And for sure, none of the candidates so far are national officers or can be regarded as national leaders of the party. So one would say Ogun is fairly better. But there are issues over their own World Congress. We'll deal with that, not today, on other editions of the program. So let's get your view on this. 0809-8687-344 and 0909-146-9670 for those of you who wants to use the telephone.
And you can also reach us via the short code 32120. All you have to do is to type ROCK, ROCK, leave a space, type your message, include your name, and send to 32120. Our social media platforms are also available. At Rock City FM is the Twitter handle, and of course our Facebook fan page is also available, Rock City FM 101.9. When you're calling, please turn down the volume of your radio set. Give us your name, your location, and of course go ahead with your contribution. 2 minutes allotted to each caller. Hello, good morning.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Tobi. I'm Calvi from Adosia. Look, I had Honorable Ige, the campaign manager of MOB. So I had talked very well. He has answered your questions. But the questions I want to probably readdress is the issue of why can't they choose one candidate among themselves? You see, I believe that this is given to the kind of flaunting of authoritarian power in the integrity, in the man that we call that has integrity, and that is Buhari. Let me say this, he's supposed to have asked this man, Fayemi, to go and resign first if he wanted to go for that governorship race at all.
He has taken leave already. He's not, as we speak, a member of the national.
All right. But at the same time,
but Kayode, when you ask Buhari to intervene, where is the democracy you are talking about, and the free and fair?
Why should the president intervene?
Why should the president intervene?
I'm not saying he should intervene.
Okay.
I was thinking that he was allowing this man to just go.
No, there is no way that will happen. It's against the electoral law. He has to.
Exactly. All right. Then now, you can see a desire to be great, great to the governor or president is not necessarily sinful if that is taken. But what I am also interested in is that what motivates all these people, they have been there before. It's just a loss of, how will I put it now, loss of power, for power rather. You see, I believe that these people are supposed to go and sit down and see how young ones or younger ones will be able to be put in places like this they are looking forward to having or so. But unfortunately, where are our youth now that we have been asking to come out to contest for this and that? I believe that we cannot go anywhere until all past mistakes and the mistakes they are still making now are probably carefully addressed. So I don't know where we can go. The hearts of these people are so bad that when they get there, what they are trying to do is to continue to make you suffer, make some people to destroy many innocent lives. And that is what they are coming to come and do. So they don't have any interest of the people at heart at all. You can see what is happening now, distribution of 1 million naira per head to all those that are coming to contest to vote. So it's unfortunate.
All right, thank you.
We should learn from this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just one call. We won't be able to take more than a call. Hello, good morning. Somebody is there. Good morning, sir. 0809868744. Good morning. You are on, sir.
Good morning, Dele. How are you, my brother?
Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Honorable Lanre Jaji. I'm calling from the People's Parliament in Lemon. Dele, we are beginning to witness a very interesting political system now in this country. You see a lot of permutation, alignment, realignment, campaign, and all that. This is what is really happening now, also in Ekiti. In a session where 2 or 3 candidates cannot just, sit down, okay, you can go, let me step down for you. We have 16 wanting to go in a political party. You give the other guy, Shokomole, an opportunity to really control over that state again. And I know he kept on boasting and saying that when he's on ground, he's a grassroots man. So the thing is happening everywhere. Even you will not believe that even the last little congress that they had in Ogun State, the APC they had, there are still of the campaign and whatever underneath. So it's always the case. We are going to enjoy this. But at the same time, it's better for everybody to have your PDC, know the kind of person that you want to vote for, people that can really take Nigeria out of this problem that it is. Let me allow other people to continue, my good brother. God bless you. God bless Nigeria, my country. Thanks for having me, Honorable Lanre Jaji.
All right. Thank you, and God bless you. All right, we'll be back after the 10 o'clock news, but keep sending that message, your opinion to 32120. That's the short code, but you need to type ROCK. That's the first thing you do before forwarding your message to 32120. The Twitter handle is at Rock City FM, and of course, our Facebook page is also active. Of course, join the conversation too on the WhatsApp page for those of you out there, and for those who want to be, just send your number to us. God bless you. Thank you. Date of the APC, the ruling political party in Nigeria. APC is actually an opposition party in Ekiti State in the July 14 governorship election in the state, and across the country, across the over 8,000 words in the country, there were Congress elections. Congress election, that's an election that is supposed to produce the party officials, the ESCOs at the ward level, which will translate or move on to the local government, move to the senatorial, the state, and then the national convention expected sometimes in June. And of course, that is also wetting the ground for the general elections. That's the way it goes on the political calendar. It wasn't a too pleasant story from Ekiti State. That election was stalemated. There were videos and reports of hoodlums, some people snatching the ballot box, emptying the contents, and taking them away. 33 candidates are vying for one seat. Almost all the active elders or leaders in APC in Ekiti State are contesting for that one seat. We spoke with the Director General of one of the leading candidates, MOB is called, Michael Opeyemi Bamidele. He narrated his own experience being an automatic delegate, and of course also point accusing finger at the immediate past governor of the state, Kayode Fayemi. Well, on the chances of that party winning the main elections, Well, he says unless and until the leaders and the election committee gets things right, it may be difficult for the party. We are still trying the other camps, no response, Shegun Oni's camp and Kayode Fayemi's camp. As soon as we get them, for sure we will put them on so that you can also hear their side of the story. In the meantime, while doing that, while waiting for that to get through, let's get you involved.
Yes, we can start with the telephone line 0809-868-7344, 0909-146-9670. You can also reach us via the short code 32120, or you have to just type rock, leave a space, type your message, include your name, and send to 32120. Our social media platforms are also available. At Rock City FM is the Twitter handle, and Rock City FM 11.9 is a fan page on Facebook. Let's start with the calls so this time around. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Tobi.
Thank
Good
you.
morning, Mr. I'm calling from Basala, Beputa. Though the interview, Mr. Ropo came with a study statement, said the party should have streamlined and not allowed this lot to vie for the primaries. But the case immediately passed through administration. He said there can no tough guidelines. And he said there cannot be there can be no tough guidelines to stop people from contesting. But this makes one not to tackle the first order. Secondly, these primaries became full battles, judging from the weight of the contestants. Dr. Shebuni, Opeyemi Bamidele, all juggernauts. Unless this Lord can take it upon themselves to surrender and sit down for themselves, this kind of problem can continue to be envisaged. I believe they should run minds and yield to each other for the betterment of APC staff in Ekiti. Let's not throw away the baby in the bathwater and fight dirty. And this may lead to shooting themselves in the foot. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. They are indeed fighting dirty. Hello, somebody. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Dele.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Good morning.
I'm Taiwan, everybody from South Carolina area. Excuse me. That tells you or shows you that that party is the party to pick anywhere, anytime, in any election in this country. But having said that, the party should have first of all screened those as the candidates and see those who should go into the primary. It will be like that if in all parties, until we make in elective polls in Nigeria less lucrative. We just want to have it like that. It's in PDP, it's in SDP. Look at what is happening in Labour, in Ogun State. Let's make political polls in Nigeria less lucrative. Less lucrative. Not only we do that, we'll still continue to have problems. But having said that, I know for sure that things will go well in Ekiti, and APC will win that state by the grace of God Almighty. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you.
Oh my.
Thank you. There is not
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good
Hello,
morning.
Good morning, Dele. My name is Dele. I'm calling from Magbon.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, let me give this announcement. If Dele is contesting for president, everybody that wants Dele to contest, go and queue on his ballot box. He will not spend more than 1 hour in those areas. All this one we are fighting and fighting. Queue after the person in law. Can't we do that? Like last year, I used to say, same now, they are the same thing. So let us go and register and use our people and do the needful. God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. 09091469670. Somebody is there. Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Godfrey. The call for Lakewa.
All right, Godfrey.
This is very surprising. 33 people party for one poll from the same party
This is Legan. Very, very shameful. And they are fighting, they are saying this another party. Contesting with the now. They want to do a general election. What do you think that is going to happen? Somebody is a governor before. You want to come back again to come and be a governor. This is very bad. Though. When Nigeria we are very many, let them go away, give chance to another people. This is very, 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 very bad. Let them go away, give chance to another people to carry on. This is very bad. Though. We are not free in this country. If it's a PDP contesting with it, then what do you think that is going to happen? They will fight themselves with the gun. Let them go away. Somebody is a civilian, a military head of state. You come back as a civilian president when we have many people in Nigeria to carry on the duty. This is very bad. Though.
Thank you, sir. All right, thank you. From this, hello, morning.
Hello, Dele, good morning.
Thank you, sir.
Abayomi is my name. I'm calling from Dele this morning. Hello, can I go on?
Yes, your 2 minutes is counting. Go on.
Good. I'm not surprised what is happening in Ekiti. And it's going to be a big surprise if that will not be replicated in other states. It shows that these political parties, every one of them, has no political ideology. The person you called was telling us that there is no likelihood that these candidates will work together if eventually
aspirants.
It means that, to your sense, O Israel. And I want, for the delegates, politics of money. We encourage these politicians, so that we can get from them. As a delegate, I wouldn't know why you leave your house and you expect somebody to go and camp you somewhere. If something happens there, what happens? Who do we blame? God will save Nigeria. Good morning.
All right, let's add your voice. Continue to send the message 32120 for the short code. We will soon, after about 2 calls, check them. Our Twitter handle is at TruckCTFM. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling from America.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
It's very interesting that we have this kind of experience. First and foremost, what must be established is that the road to picking a candidate must be raw, because everybody has interest in that seat. And once a candidate has been picked, I think the whole problem will be solved. I mean, the whole Ulabalu will settle to some extent. So to pave way for some people to leave that party for another party where they think their chances will be brighter than losing now. By and large, what is not interesting and what is disheartening is the fact that the whole system was made to be in comatose rather than for it to be successful. And I think that party needs to do a lot in order to put the integrity of that party at the heart of the people. That is the only hope they have in OTC. I don't think there's any other party apart from PDP that they want to contest again that has that the acceptability except for that party. So what I will be holding those who are concerned is to sit up and do what is necessary to solve the problem. The problem needs to be solved in time so that whoever emerges as a candidate, people can realign their position and their dream towards it. Thank you and God bless Nigeria.
God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Somebody else? Yes. Hello? Morning.
Hello, good morning, my brothers there.
Thank you, sir.
I am Fola Akinyemi. I have just an appeal to make, and that is to speak with these political gladiators in Ekiti that they should please, in the name of God, do not set that state ablaze. I don't want to know the party to which you belong, whether PDP, Labour, or whatever, APC. Please, I beg you. I think you must be listening to me. Don't set Ekiti ablaze. Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Thank you. Okay. We'll take one call. Hello. Somebody is there. Yes. Uh, please, can you speak up, please?
My name is Oluwakayode, calling from Abeokuta.
Oh, good.
Yeah. The issue of Ekiti, I don't see reason why someone who become a governor before and he still wants to come back to that seat. Before he left the seat, what can he tell us the reason why he cannot go back to that seat for the second time? Because of that, because of the power you want to enrich, you want to use anything to get the power by force. Sorry. And now you are now a minister or whatever. It's better for you to give other people chance to come to this seat and let them perform well to that state, because the state is going back every day. Every day. There's not any resources, nothing in that state. That the person that will move the state forward, that's the person we want to see. God bless Nigeria, God bless Nigeria, God bless us.
All right, thank you. Let's start a while with the calls. So let's check the tweets and messages now. At Kule Gap says, it is the scripture that has come to pass in the primaries of the APC nationwide. A house divided against itself will never stand, and it's a pity. APC as a party can't manage or control this opportunity they have, because it is a combination of many parties and interests. The problem of Ekiti APC is that they have no leader. Everybody wants to control the party or believe they are in control of it. APC. If this happened in the state, I wonder what will happen during the national convention. Ekiti APC wall has been opened. Tunde Kafidipe tweeted this. Nomenclatures of political parties are just labels on all political spectrum divides. The problem is all about attitudinal change from the instilled greed embedded in us all that fuels the win at all cost syndrome in our politics. God bless us all. Our colleague Gab once again says, what is happening to APC will make 2019 very, very interesting. The campaign will make up the headlines from APC to other parties. Different aspirations, interests, and ideas from its members will kill APC if not properly checked. My fingers are crossed and I want to laugh. Adbora Paul says, I wonder what type of system we run in Nigeria. They keep telling us there is no money, state campaign salaries, no money to run the state, but 33 people still want to govern in that state to the extent of bribing delegates with millions. I pity Nigeria. I don't believe the crisis can be resolved because there are just too many. I see Opeyemi using his federal might, and that will spell doom for the APC at the general election. Alright, keep tweeting at Rock City FM is the Twitter handle. Let's quickly check some of the comments posted on our WhatsApp group. This one from Olushola Balogun says, what is happening in Ekiti State is the exact repeat of what happened in the then ACN that resulted in the victory of Shegoni of the PDP. An average Ekiti man is too heady and believes he is the alpha and omega and repertoire of knowledge. Unfortunately for the APC in that state, they were not alert to the antics of Ayo Fayoshe, who is alleged to be sponsoring some of the 33 aspirants. The easiest solution to the logjam is for the APC leadership to conduct a fresh primary that will be transparent. They should not toy with consensus arrangements. I am aware that even at that, you still get some people who would not agree with the outcome because they were planted in a race to cause trouble no matter what. Akolawole Joseph says, what is happening at the national level caused what happened in Ekiti over the weekend. Where you have too many factions in one political party, this is what you get. Until when APC leaders at the national level resolve their differences, then they will continue to have inconclusive primaries, even if they reconduct same. Alright, let's go to the shortcut messages. Ikechukwu Lisa sent in this message. Everything about politics is dirty. The money they spend is dirty. The comment they make is dirty. Therefore, politics is nothing but a dirty game. So what are we discussing? I can believe that the outcome of that primary is a sign that APC cannot capture Ekiti State, even if the president becomes the INEC chairman, unless the aspirants agree to support whosoever that emerge as a candidate. Without that, SDP may even score more than them. Alright, keep the messages coming. 32120. Type rock, leave a space, type your message, include your name, and send to 32120.
Alright, okay, Chico, this is interesting. Is it true that everything about politics in Nigeria is dirty? Okay, we move on. To the phone. Yes, somebody is there already.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Yeah, for those who follow Nigerian history, there was something called the Wild West of 1962. So it is not strange because history will repeat itself. But the fortunate thing is that this is supposed to be a state that has professors everywhere. So that's supposed to be informed and intelligent and conscious. This is just the beginning of more dangerous things to happen. I just hope that the poor people of the state will not be in the crossfire. It's unfortunate, and this is not an issue that you will blame herdsmen. But violence should be avoided anywhere it is found. Thank you.
All right. This occasion, herdsmen are not involved.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Ayodo Power.
Morning, sir.
Wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kílẹ̀ tí èrí 32 or 33 contestants. Yes, I know this the reason. Because they want to serve the people of Ekiti State. They want to show their love for the people of Ekiti State. They so love the people, the masses. Yes, let the 32, the aspirants just move into government house and serve the people at the time.
All right, Elijah Yanuga, if you are still there, can you please send your number through our short code to us? Your number through our short code to us, 32120. Good morning, somebody else.
Good morning, I'm here.
Yes, good morning.
God bless all of you, my people.
Thank you.
I remain Jimo Akeno. I am calling from the ATM of Ogun State, Igbeta.
Thank you.
I need to say this. I have sympathy for APC, but I want to say that they are taking the people for granted. What happened in Ekiti is condemnable, it's very bad, it's shameful that they cannot organize adequate security to take care of that thing. Can you imagine that they have the voting has gone to going to advantage before that guy went for the bus and all hell was just loose. That is not good for a ruling party. What are they looking for? They want to provide governance for the people. They want to make the state good and the country good, and they are behaving like that. That is a very bad example. I condemn it. In fact, I don't like what they have done. They should just change or else they will be punished for it. Good morning.
We'll move on. Hello, somebody. 0909-146 9670. Hello. You are on. Good morning, sir. You can also try 0809-8687-344. Good morning.
Good morning, Dele.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Okay, good morning, sir.
Morning.
I am Pastor Cholama from here. I believe you can hear me, sir.
Clearly.
Hello.
Clearly, we can hear you.
Okay. Please allow me to share my thoughts on what I would describe as a show of shame emanating from APC Ekiti primary election last Saturday in Adri. For me, it is surprising to hear that a former governor and foreign minister, that is Opeyemi, and his collaborators were fingered in the alleged manipulations and irregularities, which later led to the indefinite suspension of the failed process. My fear is that if it is so difficult for the APC National Committee conducting ordinary state primary in a small state like Ekiti, I don't know what will happen in 2019. I'm also afraid that maybe the government come 2019. Finally, before I go, INEC be more proactive in techniquing this money-based aspirants. It was alleged that Opeyemi gave 1 million naira to each of the delegates. So what the responsibility of INEC is that they should checkmate these politicians so that we can have free, fair, and very good primaries all over the country. Thank you so very much.
It is well with Nigeria in Jesus' name.
All right, thank you. But I just that we don't believe everything that we read, particularly from the social media. 1 million to each candidate. Okay. Hello. Hello, somebody. Good morning.
Good morning, Dele. Good morning, Tobi.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
morning.
Yes, my name is Sunday Amolaolu. I'm calling from Abeokuta. Yes, Dele, should politics be a do or die affair? But why are we having more than 30 people contesting for the same post in primary? Why are we not going to have a party with a balloon? So when we are talking of confidence and we are talking of passion for the people, selfless service, then let these people come together for God's sake and let peace reign in our politics. Now, it's a negative signal for APC in that state from the onset. And look at the antics of fire. Say, I heard that you must have been planting some of these people, to contest, and among them, so as you bring down the number of voters that will come in the general election for them, that is the APC. So APC is not mindful of that antics. So they are even lottery up among themselves. They should be very careful. But I want to just beg everybody, we should return to God. Have a divine agenda. Let us go to God. As Baba rightly said, that maybe we will have election, but I believe we will have election by God's grace. Thank you. Good morning.
All right, thank you too. Good morning. 32120 for the short code. Just type ROCK. That's the first thing you actually need to do before sending the message to 32120. Somebody is there. Good morning. Hello, sir. Good morning. Hello. All right. Let's check out who is on the other line then.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
My name is Ekiti State.
Morning.
What we had from Ekiti is no surprise to me at all. Every person who is closely watching the political terrain, particularly when it comes to primary elections and political parties, that's why what happened at I think it is surprising. We recollect the last election in Bayelsa State, where Oshomole, as governor of the state, was the chairman of who sat in charge of the primary election. You know what happened. It's all over the state. PDP, APC, talk about any political party. All these things is just the level of our political development. We are having people who want to come to office to make money, not to serve the people. They spend a lot of money. When they get there, they be highly intolerant and they be behaving like the emperor of the state or wherever they head. So it is. We will get over it by the time people get enlightened enough to know that politics is about serving the people and sovereignty belongs to the people, not the state. We will get over it. Let them continue. We will learn our lesson and things will be better. Thank you and good morning.
All right, thank you too. Okay, let's move on. Hello, somebody is there. Good morning. Hello, sir. Good morning. You need to speak up, sir. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello?
So what?
All right, you can call back. It's so faint. Try again, sir. Let's check out the next time. Somebody else? Yes.
Hello?
Yes, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. God bless you. This is Alagba John.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. This is an opportunity which once lost can never be regained. People are generally are fed up with Payoshi's style of administration and so on. And people here now, instead of seizing the opportunity availed, now everybody wants to scramble and say, I must, if it is not I, it should be nobody. I pity the APC administration. I pity them. Though I am in sympathy, but I pity them. Except the leadership will rise up to the occasion. There is no hope. Thank you.
All right, thank you too. If somebody is there, yes, don't let us hold you up. Good morning. Good morning, you are on air. Give us your name, sir. Hello? All right, sorry, you can try back. You can try again. Hello?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good morning.
I am Dele calling from Ayodo.
Can you speak up, sir?
I am Demola by
Better. Okay, let's go. Your 2 minutes.
Yeah. I want to speak about the Ekiti primary, sir. I take to understand what normally happens to people. You will be agitating to becoming a wealthy man in life. And after that, you will be agitating becoming a powerful that you want to acquire power by all means. I don't know when you get that. I don't know what else you'll be agitating of coming again, because we can't be God. I want to speak particularly on Opeyemi. What has he forgot in the governor's house?
It is right. He still has the constitutional right to contest.
I understand. I am speaking on a humanitarian regards now. I think God has done enough for him. You left you lost the last election, and they compensate you by giving you a minister. Minister that somebody is even praying to get in his entire life. So you got this, and you were planned. I think what you have better of him should have look for an aspirant out of those people. Look for an aspirant and finance him with every resources that you have, you possess. Just finance the person. Let the person become what let the person be speaking for you as regards to the state. Once we know that the state is not progressing let's say the state is not moving forward. So and you want to fight that. Look for someone to do that on your regard.
All right,
not that you'll be championing it yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. God bless you. God bless you, sir.
All right, so let's take more calls and then we'll wrap it up with messages and tweets. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Tobi.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Dele.
Yes, morning.
I'm calling from myself. Yes, about the APC primary election. Well, I should not unnecessarily overblow that matter. Number one, the aspirants they had a meeting that seems to be their watchword, but unfortunately, they did not abide by the resolution of the meeting for that primary. That is number one. Number two, I want to thank God that no life was lost in that primary election crisis. Yes, the aspirants had agreed now that they are going to work together and they are ready to another election. It is, they are politicians and they know how to resolve their matter. So those two people disrupted that that primary election, and that man was saying in television, I don't want to hold the station. The man was saying it was not a thought that he is a youth leader of APC. And if you are the leader of that political party, why would you disrupt election? That is, as far as I'm concerned, I think the security agencies should follow the two people. They were caught on camera. If not because of those people, the election would have gone without any crisis. Though they will have their issue, but they have appeal committee. In primary elections, they always have appeal committee. Whatever differences you have, you will channel it to that appeal committee and they will look into it. It happened in Undo, and people concerned are thief. And we saw what went on in Undo. We should be very, very careful the way we play this politics. It is not a do or die affair. Lastly, let us get it right. John Kyle Opeyemi has tried to contest. He spent one term in the Ekiti State, and he has constitutional right to contest again, making 2 terms. So we should not unnecessarily castigate the man.
Thank you, sir.
All we've been hearing so far, we cannot substantiate it. They are all fallacies.
Thank you. Your 2 minutes. Thank you.
All right, let's take more calls.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, it's a drop call. You can try again. Try and try and try again. Hello, somebody. 0809868734. Good morning. Good morning. You are on. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, sir.
There is a thing that says that we will always
let's have your name, sir.
But there won't be enough to satisfy.
Can we have your name, sir?
Some politicians agree.
Can we have your name, sir? All right, you can call back 0909-146-9670 or 0809868734. Good morning, citizens from Rock City 101.9 FM.
All right, let's take the messages and tweets. This one says, good morning. Maybe we should ask JAMB and the registrar to conduct primaries for APC and other parties as they will conduct for police recruits. Ademola Adebajo sent in that message. All right, for the tweets, we have Suraka Tabiodun saying, we all know the problem rocking all political parties in Nigeria, and until political offices are made less attractive, we will continue to witness this kind of crisis. May God help us to do the needful before it is too late. Akrode Camille says 33 aspirants for one gubernatorial position. You can just imagine. That's what I call sheer desperation. What happened in the Ekiti APC primaries has increased the suggestion that political offices in our dear country should be made less attractive. Akrode Camille says to become a governor of a state shouldn't be a do or die affair. But what do we have? APC as a party can't take us to El Dorado. Adenka Dedembo says the adage, too many spoons spoil the broth, came handy in the Ekiti APC primaries. The national executive should have done better. Borapon says, can you imagine a similar thing happened in Katina where aspirants are saying no primaries took place even when the president was around? This is a big shame to APC and Nigeria's democracy in general. Ismail Oloide says, what has happened in Ekiti is worrisome, although it is suspected, and there seems to be a calculated and dangerous gang up against the quintessential and humble person of Dr. John Kyle Opeyemi. Anyway, let the primary be conducted 100 times, so JKF will be victorious again and again. Alright, Ismail Oloide seems to be on ground. Adeyinka Adedembo once again says the national executive and the presidency shall have seen this coming and done the needful by ensuring the number is pruned. Juliet Kego says this right here is your scorecard on conducting primaries at APC Nigeria. While we are here, I would love to recommend that all citizens over 18 years read Love Does Not Win Elections by Adnaija Vote. Current delegate system used by the APC and PDP and other parties is in itself in need of core reforms. Olale Konguleye says, okay, I think we took this one earlier, talking about minimum wage. Pruning to about 3 and maximum of 5 will have gone a long way. I think they all believe that Ekiti is there for anyone's taking. That's Adeyinka Adedembo tweeting that once again. All right, more short code messages coming in. This one says, I am not surprised about what happened in Ekiti, or have we forgotten how APC emerged as a political party? So what do we expect to happen in such a party? Anything that happens is none of our business. I'm not only interested in the general. I am only interested in the general elections because it's going to be a heavy rainfall. Either the people stop the rain or the rain will sweep them away. Let's wait and see. That's Ikechukwu Lisa. What happened in Ekiti last weekend should not be a surprise to whoever is familiar with politics in Ekiti State. One was just expecting that the game would have been played better in a more matured way. The fact that a political party that parades politicians with intimidating CVs as ex-governors, ex-legislators, former and serving ministers, former commissioners and former deputy governors are leading characters in this absurd drama simply shows the nature of man as selfish, greedy and inconsistent being. One hopes they turn a new leaf and put their house in order, or else PDP will have it easy in July. Dr. Chris Omotosho sent in that message. Alright, that's the much we can take this morning on Citizens Forum. We appreciate every one of you, those who just sat down quietly to enjoy the show, listening without participating. You are highly appreciated. Those who called, those who sent messages, those who tweeted, we want to appreciate every one of you. The conversation will continue, and of course, we'll also have another opportunity to discuss this Ekiti saga once again. Hopefully, we'll have so many other interest groups represented in that discussion.
All right, and tomorrow we'll have Honorable Bolanle Beleyi to talk about efforts to give you, Ogun people, light from an independent source away from the IBEDC group. Dele, Ayodo is my name. I say God bless you all. God bless Nigeria and God bless Rock City.